Hello and welcome to the show where we bring the news to you. Now, this week we learned some very troubling news about our forests. Yes, deforestation is the industrialized removal of trees. These trees we usually convert to make paper products, so paper plates, newspapers, magazines, what have you. And if you haven't noticed, paper is something we love. Your backpacks are full of it. Now, in the 1900s, deforestation peaked at about 2% annually. Now, that may not seem like a lot, but to put it in perspective, if we kept up that rate, after just 70 years, we would be left with just 1/4 of the trees we have today. Now, luckily, we have had some regrowth. We have been planting more to try and make up for it, but it's still an issue. Let's take a look at Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania is one of the most heavily forested states in the country. Their name literally means Penn's Woods. Well, they're not Penn's Woods anymore because 78% of those woods are owned and commercialized so that they can eventually be cut down. Now, we went to Pennsylvania and we were astounded at what we found.
Here in Pennsylvania forests, they've just been doing some work in deforesting this beauty. In many cases, knocking down these trees will cause a chain reaction of destroyed ones. The ones that are not deemed suitable are often left around, no longer a home for the birds and squirrels that once lived so happily in it before. This just shows the lack of caution in place when hacking down these trees.
That is scary. We need trees to survive, and we're just cutting them down faster than Gabriel Iglesias eating chocolate cake. Now, some of you may be wondering, what can we do to stop this without me canceling my subscription to 17 magazine? Yeah, it's a great read this month. I didn't even know Justin Bieber was still alive. But anyway, back on track. Let's see if Nathan has any ideas on how to fix this.
That point was as solid as this tree, Chris. An obvious choice would be that we need more policy choices that favor conservation. Countries that do not regard conservation in their country's policies will definitely see more deforestation. For example, every tree removed can be replaced by one or more saplings to grow in its place. Another prime example would be to eliminate clear cutting, where all trees of a forested area are removed at once. This makes it nearly impossible for regrowth and absolutely destroys the ecosystem. This makes it completely unsustainable for the animal life that inhabits it. Be free. Scientists consider no comparable ecological trauma than an active volcano.
Except for a volcanic eruption? You can't just nonchalantly throw volcanic eruptions out there. They wipe out everything. I mean, look at the Amazon rainforest. Deforestation would be the equivalent to one of the many active volcanoes in the Amazon erupting and taking out everything in its path. Now, the Amazon alone provides 20% of our breathable air. A volcanic eruption knocking out all that is virtually what we're doing. That does not leave much air left. So clearly we need to do something. Whether it's replacing the trees as we go along, which we are starting to do, or passing laws to help regulate clear cutting so that we have more woods around. But at this rate, we're not going to have many trees and we're not going to have a lot of air a whole lot sooner than you think.